Today, my boss and I went down to Branson, about a 3-hour drive from here in my little town in Missouri, to go, well, we went to Lambert's and Springfield and then headed down to Branson for the shopping. And on the way, we kind of talked about the differences between northern and southern demeanor. She was raised here. I was raised in Michigan. Didn't move down here until I was about 21. And the first couple of jobs I got here, the words frigid, brash, and unfriendly were commonly used on work reviews. I was passed up for a promotion at a job I really, really loved and would have liked to stay with the company because I didn't smile as much as the other girl who had been there half as long as me who got the job. I did not smile as much as her. I wasn't as friendly. Guess who made more sales, though? Yeah, tough titties. So, eventually, after I said fuck you to those guys because they accused me of stealing because, you know, such a horrible, frigid person, incidentally, they found the money later that day. I went on to go back to school because I wanted to find something where I wasn't being criticized for my demeanor. So I majored in art. Didn't get a job because art majors don't get jobs. Ended up going to work for the hospital because I do have some health problems and at least the insurance was rad, and figured I could wait it out until I figured out what I wanted to do with my adult life. And every single position that I held in that hospital, I was written up for insubordination. At one point, I was written up for disrespecting authority. Pretty much the same thing. But I yelled and got in the face of a manager that was screaming at, they had a group meeting, screaming at all of the employees, including an 89-year-old woman, screaming their faces, saying, fuck you, you fucking pieces of shit, you can't do your fucking job, what the fuck is wrong with you? I curse a lot, I don't curse that much. And that's a manager, and she was getting in people's faces. This poor 89-year-old little woman, like, has probably never heard anything like that in her life. Thank God she was half deaf. So I got in her face. I said, don't you dare talk to us that way. You don't even work. You sit in your office and you eat the entire shift, and we all can see it. Look at ya. So shut up. Probably wasn't the smartest idea I've ever had. I had just accepted a job offer in a different department with better hours and better pay. And because of that little write-up, they kept me in that department with the evil food monger, monster, cursing word, boss. Miserable times, man, miserable times. So I ended up quitting that job and going somewhere else with happier people who were also frigid and mean. Nice little place called BioLife where we just take your blood and then we sell it. It's awesome. Love that place. Go donate plasma, incidentally. I used to get plasma infusions. And I'm joking about the BioLife staff. They actually are pretty friendly, but it's just a fast-paced environment. You don't have time to talk or do anything but take people's blood. But I still talk to people back home, and people back home have commented on my accent. Yes, I have a quite southern accent now, as to where it used to be very northern, but now it's obviously not. They say I talk slower, which is generally because I'm trying to enunciate because I'm on a crap ton of fibromyalgia medications. Even the word fibromyalgia, that's a mouthful by itself. Plus immunoglobulin deficiency, got that too. Lots of syllables. And, yeah, I have grown accustomed to it. People here, we don't talk in street names, which was super annoying when I first moved here. I'm like, just tell me what street it's on. I can find it if you just tell me the name of the street. And they're like, well, now, if you go down to Stone's Corner and you make a left, now, you're going to see a flashing light. You don't want to turn there. You want to go down about a mile, then you're going to take a left. After that mile, what street is it on? Doesn't matter. You just go down, you take left after that flashing light. Not at the flashing light. You go down now. Then you're going to see a mobile home. You're not going to turn there. You're going to keep going for another mile, maybe mile and a half, probably 3 miles. You're going to take a right when you see that mobile home. Do you know how many fucking mobile homes are out here in the country? It's unreal. So, now, you know, either I use GPS or when I'm actually giving directions, I am that asshole who says, yeah, if you go down to that street that goes south, right downtown, it's the only street that goes south. Take that about 2, maybe 5 blocks. You're going to hang a right. You're going to see that historic white building there. You can't miss it. Huge white building, historic. Not going to turn there. You're going to go past that building and take the next left. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed at what I've become. Slow-talking, southern accent, hillbilly, redneck, direction-giving freak. My car, I have a car that has Bluetooth and has the voice commands. It can't understand me. My phone, I tried to do voice to text. No. Northern, southern, it does not mix. Maybe if I went to southern Indiana, that's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But my car still wouldn't understand me. Hell, half the people I talk to don't understand me. And that's even with enunciating. What are you going to do? You could drink White Russians. That's what you're going to do. So if you're in the north, stay in the north for God's sake. Be just so happy that you can find East Indian food, Thai food, and just delicious foods all intermixed in the same city. Because if you were to move to the south, you better fucking like gravy. You better love gravy and sweet tea. Because that's all you're getting in the south. You drink the gravy right before you drink the sweet tea. Or you can just stay home and get drunk. I did a little bit of both today.